Hey guys, welcome out to the Next Stop Wildlife Show Australia. I'm Wayne Caveman Keys of the Cumberland Nature Crew, and today, absolute bottler of a walk. We're just going to head down to Nurragingy again, down to the local, and suss out the beautiful Eastern Creek here. And this creek system is one of the last areas of the shale transition forest. And down here in Western Sydney, it's the only area in the whole world where we have the shale transition forest. So get out here and check it out. It is absolutely majestic. And I'll just move back a bit, give you a bit more look at this mad area. And up behind me, you can probably see that there's all of these rocks that are actually forming from the clay over hundreds of thousands of years. So check it out. Welcome to the beautiful Eastern Creek down at Nurragingy, and this is one of the rarest ecosystems in the world. This is where the clay-based soil actually turns to rock, and it's called the shale transition forest, and it's one of the most critically endangered ecosystems in the world. Check out further down this side, and Eastern Creek, see what we can find. Could be anything down here. All sorts of poo on the ground here. Looks like Eastern water dragon poo. Give me a smell of that. Oh yeah, no, that's Eastern water dragon poo for sure, mate. All right, let's get out, find out what we got on the next stop, guys. And the first stop on the Cumberland Express today is a absolutely stunning little sacred kingfisher, and it pays to stay close to the creek. The heat of the day, it's absolutely stifling today. You can even see the birds have got the wings spread out so they get a good airflow through close to the body to keep the temperature low. It's also got the beak open. A bit of panting will help to cool him down as well. But, being a bird that likes to dive into the water and that, also helps to go for a bit of a dip and catch some food, but no doubt it uses a lot of energy and builds up a lot of body heat. So most of the birds and other animals at this time of day, which is midday today when I've started out, they'll be closer to the creek systems, no doubt. Sacred kingfisher, really struggling with the heat out here. It's probably 37 out here today, or certainly close to it. Out in the west of Sydney, definitely the hottest region in the Sydney Basin. A bloody stinking hot day out here. But when you're rewarded with a beauty like this, it's always worth a walk. And stick around the creek systems, and it's always a lot cooler, and you see a lot more animals at midday. Not often you see the kingfishers like this. Surprisingly, he doesn't go in the water and cool himself off. What a ripper of a start to the day. We might find out what we've got on our next stop, folks. Get out of here. Oi! Eastern brown coming out of the creek. And this might be the same brown snake that I had a face-to-face with not long ago. And this is pretty much the way it went down last time. I went to go down the creek and he come straight out, head on with me, and this is his reaction. And this is what you don't want to see. So I just tried to give him enough space. Sorry about the shaky camera work, but I had to move back, but just very slowly, and give him a bit of space. And then moved off into the bushes, and we went to find out the next stop. This time we luckily spotted this guy a bit earlier, so we got plenty of time to back away and give him a lot more space. But from time to time, we do encounter situations where we will stumble on a brown snake and unknowing, and they can get aggressive if you encroach. So give him a lot of space, and as you see, we'll move back and he's not going to react in the same way. All good. Let's get out and find out what we've got on the next stop. So give the brown snakes a wide berth, and as you see, they will just move past. But yeah, unluckily for me, last time
He came up the side of the creek bed as I was going down, and we ended up face to face at point blank range. So not a danger unless you stumble right onto one.
You hear a lot of action down here further, and when you hear the birds going off like this, you know there's definitely something going on. And it's how me and most of the other guys that film the wildlife shows and take the wildlife photography, most of us rely on these bird noises and the alarms going off through the bush to alert us that there's predation around, like maybe a goanna or a lace monitor, could even be a bird of prey. But we'll just stop off at the moment, give you a look at the world famous log of Nurragingy, an institution of the west of Sydney, known all around the world, absolute icon of Nurragingy Reserve, the world famous log.
And today on the log, we're a bunch of beautiful eastern long-necked turtles or snake-necked turtles, and I've noticed a great number of these, a definite rise in numbers in the eastern long-necked turtle down here, and of course the Sydney Basin short-necked turtle. And the log is just famous worldwide for the turtles, for the water dragons, the bird species. It's amazing, this place. If you only check out one spot this year, it's got to be the world famous log of Nurragingy, an absolute ripper, mate. We spot sacred kingfishers, azure kingfishers, beautiful species of birds out here. Check this out, we've got the lovely black cormorant with those beautiful blue eyes, just like blue crystals. They're absolutely gorgeous. And this is one of his favourite haunts on the world famous log. It's usually a massive male eastern water dragon as well. It's a hive of activity. Look at him puffing that throat out. And on the log we have another regular visitor, and this is one of the Sydney Basin short-necked turtles. And they've also been known under a number of different names: Macquarie turtle, Murray turtle, eastern short-necked turtle. Yeah, there's been quite some number of names, and only recently divided into subspecies. And this subspecies is now known as the Sydney Basin short-necked turtle. Yeah, beautiful turtle, and just another visitor to the amazing log. So yeah, you've got to come down and check that out. It's an absolute bottler. Let's get out to the next stop, and might have a drink on the way. It's absolutely stifling.
Okay, we might make our way back up in Eastern Creek, and it's going to be a bit curious this, I can see it. Hopefully I don't land on my head. Bloody good at that. Okay. Okay, that's better. Up we go. Grabbing tripod and we'll get out for the next stop. Got a habit of losing this thing. It's the hottest part of the day. So I always find that especially with the reptiles, in the hottest parts of the day, you're better off to stick to the filtered sunlight and areas where there's a bit of water. Even the brown snakes like to get around the water at about midday and in the shade. So early morning and late afternoon's the perfect time to search for reptiles. But since I arrived down here right at lunchtime, we'll go searching in the filtered sunlight and the shadows.
Next stop, we arrive at Lorikeet Marsh Boardwalk, nice and shaded, and as you can see the wetlands are drying out, and I've spotted a red belly here, and there's another red belly just up a little bit further, and as you can see it's good filtered sunshine. There's not any direct sunlight here, it's all in the shade, so the red bellies been up to temperature. They're actually taking full advantage of the fact that this little wetland section's drying out, and there's a lot of frogs and other little animals that would definitely be making their way to greener pastures in other ponds with water still in it. See the way they work through the undergrowth for any little frogs and skinks that might still be there. It just got to that stage where it's got a tiny little bit of moisture left in it, but not much. And another red belly, the second red belly in this area, which is not unusual. It's a part of Snake Alley, this. So Snake Alley, always productive for the red bellies. You can see them digging into the undergrowth there and the leaf litter. Definitely after a feed of skinks and frogs. That's their favourite fare. And even if it isn't midday, you quite often find the red-bellied black snakes close to the water. They're a diurnal snake, which diurnal meaning that they come out in the daytime. They're not a nocturnal animal, the red belly, strictly diurnal. Definitely has sensed something with that forked tongue. Probably a lot of little frogs and skinks in this area. So yeah, ripper of a stop. Nothing better than just watching the red bellies doing their hunting. Oh, I think he spotted me. How funny's that? He says, "How dare you film me when I haven't been watching?" Eh? Alright, we'll get out of here. Now that I got busted by this guy and I'm getting the look. I don't think he minds too much. He's off hunting again. Kind of funny, but wasn't it, how he seen that I was here after all that time. I've been filming him for about 5 minutes, and the next minute he looks up and it's like, what? Yeah, come on mate, I mean no harm. Okay, we'll leave these guys on their devices and that. God forbid I get another filthy look from this fella. Beautiful colours and glistening scales. We'll get out to the next stop and see what we can find. So the wetlands and the creek been an absolute bottler, mate. Next stop, who knows what. And whilst the red bellies hunt around for skinks and frogs, this guy just here, it's like he couldn't care less. He's just hanging up on the log in the shade, enjoying the beautiful spring day, watching these red bellies searching around for frogs and skinks. A beautiful eastern golden water skink. And yeah, gee, it's hot today. This guy's the definition of a sitting duck. Surrounded by predation, hot, and he's lazy. Little does he know, not even 20 to 25 feet away from him, this is your Kingfisher has spotted that little fella. It'll be a pretty big prey for this guy, but I've seen him take some massive things, and he's got his eye on him. Without warning, the slightly larger sacred Kingfisher just flies through and snatches the skink right in front of the Azure's eyes. Unbelievable. And this is the prize for the young babies. They've probably got babies in the nest or close to it. So yeah, it's nature, the beauty of nature. And to some people, I suppose, it can look a bit brutal, but that's nature's ecosystem in work, and that's just how it works. The survival of the fittest, and all of the numbers stay constant as long as there's no feral pests. And yeah, it's an amazing thing to witness, the cycle of life in your local ecosystem. So yeah, the prize goes to the sacred Kingfisher, and he's going to enjoy that, definitely. So let's get out of here and let him enjoy his beautiful skink. Amazing bird. And the azure's already gone. He's in search of other prey. Off to the next stop. Let's get out of here. Day's starting to cool down a little bit right now. But yeah, the bird's really feeling it out here today. Stifling heat. See this poor galah just hanging there. He's got his wings open a bit still, trying to let the air flow through next to his body, bring his core temperature down a little bit. It's tough out here in the Aussie bush, even for us guys. Bloody hard day today, walking around. Must have lost a couple of litres in sweat. Lucky for me that Nurragingy supplies a massive amount of bubblers and taps and toilets. Okay, might be time to get the bloody hell out of here and get home. Have a nice ice cold drink, mate. Okay, let's get out of here. See you on the next stop tomorrow, guys.
Well, that was one of the most awesome days I've had for quite some time. Just a magic day. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed the show, press that little subscribe button. Give us some likes and comments. I'd really appreciate the support, guys. So till tomorrow, hope you really enjoyed the show today. It was an absolute bottler. By crikey, I loved it, It was magic. So till tomorrow, I'm Kingfisher the Caveman, signing off for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next stop.